Some of y'all might remember a very obscure video I did only because it was related to things people I personally know. Where my boy's brother was going from here to Vermont, and a news article when my brother told me about, because I've only met his brother once, and we was locked up. And keep in mind that time gap from when he got out to when this happened it's literally at the most like 10 maybe a year at most, and that's really giving it being generous. You feel me? I think it's more like, because he left it's about a year he had. The whole thing that linked him was when they got him, he was in the feds. Hold up. This is the whole reason I'm doing this, so I'm gonna pause this. Hold on, because I gotta make sure that I got this shit right at the right time. They said he did this in October 30th, 2019. For those of you who don't know, that's in many places is Mischief Night. In Detroit and certain other areas in the Midwest, that's Devil's Night. And the main difference is in Detroit is like mainly a band, but burning buildings. Burning buildings was a big part of it. It's more malicious, more of a dangerous criminal aspect to it than Mischief Night. You know what I'm saying? It's not toilet paper and silly string. It's like shit that's, charges and type shit like that. So, long story short, I instinctually, only knowing this dude once, like, I have no real reason to be like, yo, I think he's being frank. I have a reason to say I don't think he did that shit, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying, because that's my brother. But I'm not going, you know what I'm saying, there other than instinct. You know what I'm saying? Like, instinctually, when I read this shit and how it went down, and it said, oh, he killed all them dogs, he torched both houses. The dude was who they say owed him, right? His rental went there at that time. He's from Connecticut. You see what I'm saying? He's from Hartford. So it's like, it's crazy to me because I instinctually was like, and I don't get that feeling. Even with people I know, I'm not like, I might be like, I don't think he did that shit, but I'm not going to be like, they being framed instinctually. And that's what happened when I heard about this shit and when I read the news articles. So, I just sort of left it alone, given it was Devil's Night. Didn't even for a second make the connection between the act of arson and this until like a few weeks ago, probably. No, it was a few weeks after I was like, oh yeah, Devil's Night, but burn, that's weird. But I was like, it's weird, but I mean, so I already felt like that. But then I hear this. It's to a T the same thing that happened minus strangulation. And Eminem also doesn't clarify what the woman was killed with. But victimology-wise, it's a man and a woman. A house is getting burnt down. And they don't get caught. So here we go. And the dogs. So now it's man, woman. Dogs was at the property. What's better than a cold case? A closed case with the wrong guy in the police eyes. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they trying to cover up something they did or something bigger than that. Yeah, I'm gonna kill you and them loud-ass motherfucking barking dogs, right? So, just to compare, that song talks about killing one dude, one woman, 3 dogs, all right? Or not 3, but dogs, multiple. Think of the term hellhounds, right? It's, first off, I don't see who's doing that one-man army shit. Like, they're gonna wait till, like, they can get it without the dogs, catch dude somewhere else, whatever the fuck, right? I don't even really know this kid. I'm just really cool with his brother, so that's why this is personal to me. But if you read the news articles that are at the end of the rest of the talking in this video, you'll see what I'm saying. It's like almost like some shit that they took. It's like he admits to all the shit that he did. And keep in mind, when they got him for this, he was in the feds for a gun he had illegally got from Vermont. So, just think about it. He got 4 kids. It even says that in the end, and he just wants to get ahead with it. But he's admitting to everything else that they're saying he did. Selling the drugs, everything. He was not admitting that murder. So all of a sudden, I hear that, and I've heard this thousands of times since I was a kid. And all of a sudden, it's like that scene in The Hangover where the shit's all like the dudes at the poker table is supposed to be making fun of like Rain Man or something. It's like, yo, Devil's Night, Detroit. You already made the arson connection with the date. Like the numerology, connected the numerology and what happened sort of already. I was like, why that excess? That was the one question I kept asking. I was like, why is he going to kill all the dogs, and the fact that they got him while he was in the feds for criminal possession of a firearm. Long story short, it's kind of weird to me. I said, when I heard it this time, I said, wait, Devil Knight, Eminem, Detroit, burned down houses. And now, as I'm here, I'm like, that's exactly what, in terms of victimology, criminology, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, I don't work in that field, so I might be mixing up the big terms, the big $10 words and whatnot, but it's almost identical. Maybe minus the reasoning behind the motive, because he said, saw a guy, give me all. I don't know, they said that this was over debt, and the fact that the motherfuckers Eminem talking about, it doesn't specify the woman, but the man was killed via strangulation. The only difference is, they say that he shot them motherfuckers. It's just ironic that first they got a gun he wasn't supposed to have, then he winds up in the feds, then they get him for this and send him from the feds to Vermont.
Yeah, tell me what you think about this. Notice there's a few parts that I want to point out here, okay? First of all, he's admitting to everything else if you read the evidence except them murders. He's saying, yes, I was going there. Like, he's telling on himself to the fullest, which is not snitching if you really think about it, because you're not working with the law on anything. Like, I'll put it like this. I wouldn't do it. I think, honestly, it was stupid that I wouldn't have even, if the cops, all I would have done if it was me with the gun and they pulled me over, it's mine. Anything else, talk to my attorney. I'm only doing that so nobody else in the car get in trouble. You feel me? If it's mine, I'm claiming it. But anything further than that, talk to my attorney. The fact of all the electronic evidence and trace samples of DNA, he just got out of prison. When they got him, he was in the feds. When I met him, it was right before this happened, and he was in the state pen at that time in Connecticut. So I'm saying it's a very small window of time for someone to be running up that type of tab with someone who just got out of jail. I mean, there's bigger things that could be at play. Look how it words this. They say they believe now the fires were intended to conceal the homicides. So it's very sketchy. I've talked about this up here before because it's personal to me. Like I said, this is like family to me. It's my brother's brother, even though I only met him once in prison. See, he was in the fucking feds, bro, when they got him. And notice how everything is, the detective. That's why you don't talk to that motherfucker. Talk to my lawyer. Because everything he's admitting to, it seemed like, from the way I'm reading it, they spun it into a way to make it make sense to them. I don't think he did that shit, bro. Because I know that, no matter what I'll catch you somewhere else if there's that many dogs and shit and I'm dolo. Yeah, I'm going to go. I kind of know you're going to have to go somewhere. Bro, you're not just going, Is what it is, man. This shit crazy. I think I'm doing the Lord's work by doing this shit, though. Because, I ain't trying to beat this system. I'm trying to fix it. See, like, how is this? It says, notice how it says there's money and cash in a binder in the kitchen that was torched. But yet, little pieces of paper are still cool. Like, see, that's the shit that don't make sense. It says there's $10,000 in cash in the kitchen of the shit that got torched. But then how is that there if the shit... Because I saw what that one house looked like. They don't even show the other house, which is the weird part, considering what I was told about the shit being another thing happening up the road and the suspect being like, go for it. And notice how it says, in one of these places, it says that he pulled up right after it happened and saw yellow police tape. Why are you going to go back to the scene of the crime right after it happened, bro? Especially if it was that... Like, if you blow some shit up, you kill 2 people and shit. I heard about, like, people returning to the scene of crime, whatever the fuck, okay? I've never personally did that, but I'm saying, like, in that case, that's the last... If I hadn't done that for shit that was less than that, I'm going to act like that shit doesn't exist. Or that didn't exist. I never knew where that place was. I'm going to never go back. I'm going to forget how to even get there. It just seems very, you notice how they say they got a bunch of shit that just wasn't in the original report, and you can go back to my old video for that they've now thrown in there. Like someone said, oh, it wouldn't be a quiet job, which it's funny that wasn't in the original report until I made the first video saying, like, bro, are you really trying to say this dude, like, Call of Duty some shit against, like, 2 people and 3 big-ass dogs? Come on now. Like, as you're seeing, this is crazy. This is why the police jam you up, you do not answer shit. It's not just about confessing the shit that you did. It's way more than that, too. It's not about just an accidental confession. It's about some other shit, too, bro. Because look at this. He probably thought he was really helping himself, and he probably really didn't even do this shit. But like I said, they want a cold case, not a closed case. They want a closed case, not a cold case, because even if it's the wrong guy, there is no double jeopardy. It's really sad. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is the part that's weird. Like, okay, so he had a burn phone. The feds could have made him plant a burn phone and just fuck with his memory and got him to agree to some shit. This is weird to me, bro. It's activated in Walmart, Manchester, Connecticut, May 20th, 2018. I'm pretty sure at that point he was in jail. I think that was May 20th, 2018, bro. I was in jail. And I met him in summer when I was in jail. I didn't even notice. No, this don't even make sense. I'm pretty sure no, because he had a long bid. No, he was in jail at that time. I swear, I think. And it's so weird. Like, it makes me ask a lot of questions, man, about not just like this specific, but like about Devil's Night, all type of shit, man. It's really weird. Real weird, man. See, like right here, it says he reportedly had gone after the shit happened. So why is he gonna do that, bro? That's so hot, boy. That's been being investigated, even if they don't know who they're looking for. You're not like nobody like. Someone just doesn't help. Now I could see if he was going up there to sell drugs. Dude wasn't answering. I could see that for sure. But this don't even make sense, bro. See, he got kids. He just want to get his shit. He's in the feds right now. He's trying to just get his shit moving, but he's not going to cop out to no murder. He even said if he had did it, he would have just pled out to get less time. But he really ain't do it. He pled out to everything else. He wanted to do 10 years, X amount of years. Whatever. He's not pleading for that murder. He'll plead to everything else. It's so, like, this is insane.